And he says now his fight is done. And Hibiki here says that what Vildark should have done is figure out how to make the world a better place for the living, rather than for the dead. And he says, and then Vildark says, ah yes, the quarrelling twins, the man who has gone beyond hope and despair, and it rings truer than not for Vildark. And then he says, so, quarrelling twins, sorrowful maiden, swaying scales, wounded lion, any of you, take my spheres. And they should be capable of it, thanks to the perfect union. And then Hibiki says he won't attack an opponent with no intent to fight back. And then Crow's like, I'll do it. Crow! And he says he's known Vildark ever since the breaking, and he figures this task was probably... Well, he's known Dimensional Generals since the breaking, and he figures this task was probably his all along. Yeah, and Vildark says, swaying scales, thank you. And he's like, I don't want thanks. And he tells Vildark to give this message to Guy if he ever sees him. He says, yeah, tell him that Z3.2's doing their best to confront the future of despair. He's like, very well. And then the tedious man approaches, and it's Asukim. So Asukim Dowan, you're here for the spheres? He's like, of course I am, Dimensional General Vildark. It's literally 100% of my gimmick is showing up to take spheres as people die. It's like, dang it, Asukim, what do you do? He's like, I'm doing it to complete my revenge. And then Vildark just says, I don't care who takes the spheres as long as justice is done. But hurry, or else. Advent shows up. Murders Vildark. Takes his 4 orbs. Duh. And he's like, yep, that's fine, 4 more spheres for me. Duh, curse you, Advent. And then he says, Australis, or should I say Adnakiel, the general. He's like, farewell, Adnakiel. He's like, that is not my name. I am Dimensional General Vildark. And then he's dead, he dies. Vildark. And ask him with a look that could freeze blood. Adam goes, I sense that you're irritated by this, Asukim. He says, but this is as proper. The spheres are back to their rightful owner. And Asukim just says, that arrogance isn't going to keep you alive for much longer. And off he goes. And everyone's like, well, they're added to me now. 4 more spheres. Only 4 left, huh? Look at that. And then Hibiki demands of Advent if he's going to fight us with those spheres. And then Advent says, you don't know what the spheres are really for. The spheres aren't for fighting, but for saving the universe. What? And he says that he needs us for that as well. So he'll be waiting for us. Off he goes. Happy to see us again, as ever. Advent! It's like, leave it, Hibiki. He's a shitter and he's gone. And it's like, yep, that was his mistake, because we can now track him down. We got him, and now we're going to chase him. Let's go. And then Crow vows to Vildark that he'll see Shiku's will be done. And it was free, because Roger. And here, Vildark says to Duritara, Vilpasha, and Vaisarava, he asks for forgiveness for not fulfilling his mission. And all he'll be able to do, yeah, he wasn't able to fulfill his mission as a Dimensional General, and all he'll be able to do when he sees them is apologise. But a mysterious gentleman who's definitely Shiku says, not yet. And he says that he's at the place where the powers that strive to exist and obliterate meet, and there's still more for Vildark to do. And so, his Doctrine, mysterious lady, they're all hanging out as Tempty. And yeah, the envoys are all assembled, and the green-haired lady is, she's not having a good time, and she's never had a good time ever with all of this mess. Doctrine asks if she means to abandon her duty as a higher dimensional being, and calls her actions treason against their very existence. And Doctrine names her Sacrifice, the sorrowful, sacrifice sympathy, and he says that she is welcome to spend eternity in this dimensional prison if she won't change her mind. Such is their punishment. And there's 9 days till the end of the thing.